Hi, and welcome to Reseller News. Today's July 13th, 2018. My name is Rjpasini. Thanks for tuning in. For those who are new to my channel, I just want to say thank you to the new subscribers. I really do appreciate you stopping in and checking out what I have to say. And without further ado, let's just jump right into it. I want to talk a little about eBay and hopefully make this a short and sweet video. So let's get to it. Let's bump out over here and go here. First thing I want to talk about, folks, is my listings here, and this is not a segue to leave into it. I just wanted to share it with you guys. As you can see here, the views are back. I have only 2 pages, and as you can see, I'm getting watches on a lot of these items, but there's no takers. And as you can see, nothing's happening. Maybe a few questions here and there, but otherwise everything is pretty quiet. I don't know, maybe somebody turned off the eBay switch over there because nothing's going on here. As you can see, at least one thing I got to say honestly in regards to the views, at least they came back for me anyway. Okay, as you can see, this is an updated one here. You know, I just updated, just refreshed my screen. Again, I don't know what's going on with this stuff here, what's going on with eBay, but my sales are like Deadsville, USA here. So I know I'm going fast, folks, but I just wanted to show you. I'm going to take it down to the bottom page, and then I'm going to jump to the other one and you know, just talk a little about it. Look at this, folks. Now here, when you see this here, don't get misled with these here, because you're going to say, uh-oh, you're getting an issue again with the zeros here. This may just be that nobody really looked at this here. I know it sounds kind of odd, you would think. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm thinking maybe somebody didn't get a chance to look at it. You know, maybe these are the 2 things that are not too, you know, people ain't interested in them, plain and simple, because everything else is, you know, same thing with this here. So I don't know. It could still be a little minor glitch on my behalf, but I would say a good majority of my stuff does have views on it, as you can see here. Okay, looking at the view counter. Okay, actually. Yeah, those weren't the views. Yeah, it could just be people didn't get it. You know, look at them. I did revise some stuff, but as you can see here, if you take note, there are a lot. And this is on page 1, and on page 2, I already have it opened here. You could see in the views, everything is still showing views on it as it is. Okay. I have, mind you, called up eBay on quite a few occasions, telling them I was very unhappy with their service. And you know, I don't know what's going on with the no views situation. I know there's still, you know, had technical glitches in there, but they did give me a reference number, and they did say when, you know, we will, you know, not saying they're going to prioritize mine, but they said they will, you know, keep up on it. As soon as something happens, they will notify me, which they haven't really, not that I recalled, but you can see I am getting the views on 99%, well, 99.9% of my listings here. Outside the small ones that don't have it. Again, it could be either the glitch could still have effect in a minor way for me anyway, or these are things that people just ain't interested. They didn't bother looking at it. So I'm going to give eBay the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to take it down to the bottom here. And by the way, while I got your attention, I know this probably looks like I'm leading into a segue, but I'm just sharing the information. If you guys or anybody out there does want to or is interested in the items I have, I've been accepting a lot of offers. I'm trying to clean out my inventory, plain and simple. So if you guys see anything here that you like, you can check out my listings. I'll drop the links below. Please check it out if you get the chance. If not, then that's okay. Let's move over here. I got 2 that came off of what do you call it, their web retailer. And this one over here is eBay account suspended, why it happens and what you should do. It says eBay account suspensions are on the rise. Here's why eBay suspends sellers and how the process works and how to avoid it happening again. So it goes over here. It tells you over here. I'm not going to read that little part over here. Okay, I'm going to read this part over here. Why does eBay suspend sellers' accounts? There are many reasons why eBay might suspend a seller's account. Here are a few examples of common issues that can show up in performance metrics. Late shipping on orders, including via drop shipping, late tracking number uploaded or validation, a high transaction defect rate, failing to resolve cases raised by buyers in the resolution center, and then it goes on over here, late shipping orders, Then it talks a little about it. It kind of like the sponges on it there, talking about late tracking numbers and so on and so forth. You could check this out, folks. I'm sorry I forgot to give you the website. It's webretailer.com. You could read this story. And the other issue that I want to talk about really quick, same website, Web Retailer, is the tax implications for online sellers in 2018. This came out, now I don't know, it says over here Wednesday. I think they got their date mixed up over here because July 18th didn't even hear. I know people are saying, and you're going to rely on them as a viable site. I don't know, maybe they just screwed up. Maybe that's what, I don't know. But anyway, let's move right along with it. I know it's kind of crazy, right? Oh, actually, it's the webinar. Okay, it's Wednesday, July 18th. Okay, I thought this was a posted date when it came out. It was, when did this post today? It must have posted today then. I was going to say, I thought they were way ahead of themselves. Anyway, have me going, folks. Okay, that's the free webinar. It's going to be on Wednesday, July 18th at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it's for free. It says, don't be left in the dark. What's it all about? What's it about? Topic is sales tax. States are now forcing online retailers to collect potential billions of dollars in sales tax in a ruling that undercuts an advantage that many e-commerce companies have enjoyed over brick-and-mortar stores in the past. The Supreme Court ruling will affect all online retailers in various ways. It is extremely important to know how these changes will affect your business. Retail Global is working hard with experts to present the answers and what the options are for the sellers moving forward. The webinar will explain the Supreme Court ruling of South Carolina and ask what do sellers need to do immediately for considering this ruling. Will a ruling affect the past sales? That's going to be a nuisance if it does. What steps do international sellers need to take immediately? What do you do if you receive a letter from the state? What is the relevance to FBA Nexus? And then it goes on to say over here, what are the best ways for sellers to automate the process and abide by the state laws for collection and remittance? This is going to be a nuisance, folks. I'll be honest with you. I'm not too crazy about it. I talked about this once before. I shared my expression on it and how I feel it would be a good thing to do. And I'm just going to share it with you guys again. My take on this here is when it comes to collecting online sales tax, I look at it this way. I live in New York. I do my business in New York. This is where my place of business is. I feel, and this is again my personal take on it, all the sales that I make from the New York residents, I would collect the sales tax, which I do anyway, and take those sales that I collect from the eBay buyers that do live in New York, and when tax time comes, submit the taxes to the Department of New York Taxation. That's what I would do. And I think they could simplify this here rather than going all through this here, coming up with special programs or, maybe they have to, update, get software that you're going to need special software for this here. That's my personal take on it. I think it would be so much easier that every state carries their own thing. You know what I'm saying? You carry your own weight, so to speak. You live in New York. You pay this, you collect the sales tax from the New Yorkers that bought from you in New York. You live in California, and so on and so forth. This I think is going to be a nightmare. And I told you, like I said it once before in my other videos, don't be surprised that if this gets to be too complicated for people, they may just stop selling on eBay altogether. I think what's going to happen, not only to eBay, I think Amazon too. But this is my personal take on it. Okay, this is my personal take. Some people may say, well, you're making a big thing out of nothing. Well, we'll see. Let's see how it goes before we start, making conversations about different things. I don't know what's going to happen exactly, but from what I've been reading, not only from this here, it seems like it's going to be a nightmare to me. Okay, that's my personal take on it. But everybody's got their own, views on it and how they feel about it. People may say after watching this video, might say this guy's making a mountain out of a molehill. Look. It is what it is, folks. You can read it, check it out for yourself, think about it, and you tell me if you want to leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. That's all. I'm not going to talk about this too much. I'm not going to ponder on it. I talked about this in my other website, I should say the other YouTube videos I made in regards to online sales tax. This is up to you. If you want to drop anything, you want to drop a comment below and talk a little about this here, I'd love to hear what you have to say. And lastly, I just want to talk about over here. I talked about this site once before, downdetector.com. What I want to share with people, when you do go to this website, you can get a whole array of other different companies. So you could find out about Amazon, eBay, Etsy, and so on and so forth. If you click on there, just to give you a little, let me just go back. I'll show you what I'm talking about so you don't get confused. Now, when you go to their website in the beginning, when you first go to downdetector.com, because, excuse my computer, it's really slow for some reason. I don't know why, but let's see what happens here. I apologize, folks. You're going to come up with a whole bunch of different companies here, okay? And as you can see here, it's downdetector.com. When you go there, you could click on any of these here. You could click on AT&T, Spectrum, Verizon, so on and so forth, Facebook, Google, Chase, you name it, they have it, Instagram, so on and so forth. What you're looking for is when you go to this website, if you're an Amazon seller, you could check out Amazon. If you're an Etsy seller, you could check out Etsy. I think they have that as well. Let me see. I'm quite sure I've seen it here. If you want to find out what's going on with Google, you could check that, T-Mobile, and so on and so forth. What you want to do is you want to scroll down until you hit the eBay icon, okay, right here. And this is what you want to click on here. You click this on here, all right, and it'll take you to this part. Now, look, this is what I want to explain to people. If you come here and you see over here, eBay, no problems at eBay, all right, disregard this little prompt here, okay? Disregard this. I'm telling you right now, I mean, you might say, wait, this is not your website to tell people what to do. I'm saying the reason I'm telling you don't pay attention is because this stuff is updated. Even though it's showing eBay problems for the last 24 hours, it's got the live outage map here. You'll still see June 29th. So you might be looking at this resolved issues and stuff like that. You might think, okay, nothing's going on. Take that with a grain of salt. Look at the most reported problems, website 75%, checkout 12, login 12. What you want to do, okay, is you want to scroll down, okay, it says over here, eBay comments, tips, frustrations, share them with others. You have to log in here to sign up in it, okay? You can see I have my name already over here because I did respond to one of these things once before. And here's what I'm talking about. Even though it's showing no problems here, it's always good to read the comments from other sellers. And these are other sellers now. A lot of people may say, I had in my Facebook group, this Down Detector, this downdetector.com, is it a BS site? I don't think it is a BS site, folks. And I'll tell you why I don't think it's a BS site. Because sellers like you and I are going on the site and we're voicing our opinion, we're voicing the issues that we're experiencing on eBay. So me personally, no, I don't think it's a BS site. I think it's a viable site. It gives good information. It gives you a heads up as to what other sellers are experiencing. So for me, do I, stand by this site? Yes, I do. And I definitely do check it on occasion. Especially when there's days like this. I haven't made a sale in a couple of days. It's very slow today. And like I said, maybe people might say, well, it's the summertime blues. Maybe people are going on vacation. Maybe they got, they're probably, well, right now it is Friday. It is over here on the East Coast. It's going on 2:30 p.m. So most likely people are at work. But it's been quiet for these past couple of days. I mean, honestly, I don't think I made it. I don't even know if I recalled making any sales this week, to be honest with you. And that's not a good thing. But anyway, over here, this one here was done an hour ago, okay? It says over here, eBay was a lot better prior to Wenig and his ridiculous experimentation, okay? Then it goes on to say over here, it was so cool, I really miss the old eBay. Then it goes on over here, another one, and this was done 28 minutes ago. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, folks. And you could also, when you scroll over it, it'll tell you the date when it was done, okay? And it says over here, as you can see, it says Friday, July 13, 2018, 1:58 p.m. So this is not old news. This is news that just came in. This one here was 31 minutes ago. Amen, I missed the good old days when sales were rolling in. Now it's a ghost town, okay? And this one here was posted today, July 13th, okay? And then this was an hour, and it goes on and on and on. What you want to do, folks, just to be on top of things, check out, if you get a chance, check out downdetector.com. Read what other sellers are experiencing. It'll give you an idea. There were certain things that they told me, that I read on this site that I wasn't aware of. And when I did my reseller news, I think in a couple pass back, I had to update my news because for the simple reason is it was something that came out. It just came out, and I found out about it on downdetector.com. So if you guys get a chance, check it out. Read what other sellers are experiencing. And if you got any comments, leave it below. I'd like to hear what you have to say. What do you think about Down Detector? Do you think it's a viable site? Do you think it's not helpful in any way? Drop me a comment. I'd like to hear what you have to say about it. and tell me what you think. But anyway, I'm going to bump out of here. I'm just going to close this video out. Well, thank you for stopping by and checking out this reseller news. I hope this video helped out in any way. If it did, please subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up. Until next time, I'm Rich Pasini, the Reseller News. This is July 13th, 2018. Thank you. Have a great day and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.